Hi there, Dante Cheney from the American Communities Project, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about National Guard deployments. This has obviously become a very big issue in the United States since this summer when the Trump administration talked about deploying the National Guard to communities, particularly big cities, to help lower crime rates. They didn't just talk about it, they actually did it in some places, including Washington, D.C., where we are right now. Though I will note in D.C., it's really depended where you are, where we are currently. We have not seen any National Guard troops here. They tend to be more down by the mall or down the business parts of the city, I guess where there's higher foot traffic. But the bigger question with this deployment strategy is what's the mission? As a lot of people have noted, violent crime is not up in these communities. It's down. And it's not up nationally. It's actually down. It was down in 2024 and it's down in the beginning of 2025 by a lot of different measures. So what are we doing here? Well, the Trump administration says the real issue is doesn't matter what the data say, people think crime is out of control. The American Communities Project actually asks people this question. We give people a long list of issues and ask them, what is a big issue in the community you live in? How about taxes, crime, the environment? And violent crime and gun violence does not rate very highly for most communities. It's down on the lower part of the list. One big place where it scores very high, actually, are the communities we call the African American South. It's a collection of 270 so counties running across the southeastern part of the United States. And people in those communities say violent crime and gun violence is a big issue where they are. Does that mean that they want the National Guard in there? That's a different question, but it's at least it's something worth discussing. The bigger question, even behind that, however, may be like, what would be the point of the National Guard deployments? Would they make a difference? Maybe. But there are 272 of these counties around the country. Deploying the National Guard in them would be extremely difficult. And then there's even the bigger question of what happens when the National Guard time is done and they leave. Does crime go back to the way it was? Does it stay lower? These are legitimate concerns, I think, for people who live in these places. You can read more about what I'm talking about here below, including looking at the data, or you can go by americancommunities.org and check out our website there. Thanks for watching.